All the King's Men by Robert Penn Warren. All the King's Men is 661 pages long and was published in 1946. Robert was born April 24th, 1905 in Guthrie, Kentucky. He went to Vanderbilt University, the University of California, and Yale after graduating high school. He has been married twice. The first one was a secret marriage in 1929, which he divorced in 1951, but then he remarried in 1952 to Eleanor Clark. He was also a teacher from 1934 through 1942 at Louisiana State University. Robert was also a poet, and he's won the Pulitzer Prize in 1947 for All the King's Men and in 1958 for poetry. And he died on September 15th, 1989 from bone cancer complications. Alright, the main characters of the stories are Jack Burton, Willie Stark, Ian Stanton, Adam Stanton, Sadie Burke, Tiny Duffy, and Sugar Boy. Jack is Willie's right-hand man, and he's also the narrator of the story, and he lacks ambition, and he always questions why he's doing things throughout the story. Willie Stark is the governor of the state, and he's referred to as the boss by Jack. Anne was Jack's first love, and she has an affair with Willie later in the story. Adam Stanton is Jack's best childhood friend, and he's an amazing surgeon. Sadie Burke is Willie's secretary, and she also has an affair with Willie. And then Tiny Duffy is an untrustworthy lieutenant governor that takes a lot of verbal abuse from Willie. And then Sugar Boy is Willie's stuttering driver, and he's also a gunman. And he gets the name Sugar Boy because he always eats sugar cubes. Alright, the book takes place during the 1930s in the southern U.S., and basically the book is about the rise and fall of Willie's political career told through Jack's eyes, and then it's also the story of Jack's changing beliefs. Like, his opinions of the world are changing constantly throughout the story, and I don't really care for that part of the story a whole lot. Oh, and Willie's also always blackmails people to get what he wants, so a lot of people see him as a corrupt politician, which affects the story later on. I would not recommend this book just because I thought it is really boring and hard to follow from time to time. For the lesson and themes, I would say don't take advantage of people's mistakes, because it can get you in trouble later on. And I couldn't find any examples of symbolism. And then impact on the world would be that it shows how corrupt some people can be and how blackmailing affects our society. And for skill level, I'd say it'd probably be 9th grade and up, just because of how it's written. It's hard to follow from time to time, and the fact that Jack will describe things in about 20 different ways by comparing it to other things.